Hello, welcome to my channel, Autumn and the Mage. This is a general reading in regards to love for Cancer. It is general, so it might not resonate for you. If it does, I'd love to hear about it. If you wouldn't mind liking the video or posting a comment below. If the reading doesn't resonate or if some portion of it doesn't resonate, thank you so much for giving it a shot, but please don't try to force anything that isn't yours. Take what resonates, as they say, and leave the rest behind. We're starting here with the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, trying to get the overall energy between you and the person you're connecting with. Cancer, can we please get the overall energy between these two? Okay, we got two, we'll take those. So, card number 5, which is growth, and card number 9, which is assessing. These cards actually go really well together. The growth card here, it's about change. It's about growth and how growth requires change. And so to release the hold that you have on what is now, it's about stepping out of your comfort zone and allowing that to happen, because there's stagnancy that's happening, and it needs to be pushed forward so that it can grow. And this energy here is either energy that is happening between you now, that one of you is in, or that you're being called to step into. So either you're experiencing this desire to grow, this desire for more, this understanding that you need to get out of this stagnancy, and wanting to push forward, or that's something you're being called to do. With the assessing card here, number 9, this talks about looking at where you are, looking back at the path that you've come down, and looking forward to where you're headed. And sometimes we find we we started our path heading towards this one destination, but something happened and we got veered off to the side, and now we find ourselves on this other path. And are we still headed for that destination? And does it matter? Do we want to push ourselves back towards this destination, or are we happy with this new destination? And are we okay with pushing forward and pushing ourselves forward in that, and towards that destination? It has to do with truth, being honest with yourself and being honest with the ones around you about where you are, and how you got there, and the path that you find yourself on now. So just really look at the situation and figure out if you're headed where you want to head, really. It's about, in this card here, growth is about focusing your intention. Once you assess the situation and see where you are and how your choices have led you there, and if you're off course or not, then really set your intention towards what you want, and accept that things have to change in order for growth. Things have to change. You have to step out of your comfort zone and let that change happen so that you can move towards that goal. Otherwise, you'll just sit right here and you'll just make this rut in the ground. You'll dig a hole and you'll just be in that hole. So you have to let that change happen. Anyway, that's what we have there. We're going to go ahead now and draw from the tarot. We're going to get cards for how the person you're connecting with feels about you, Cancer, and then most likely future, and then, most likely near future for this connection. How does the person connecting with Cancer feel about them, please? How does this person feel about Cancer? Strength. This is 8, card number 8. This is Leo energy. You might be connecting with a Leo, but it says here courage and endurance. I wanted to say I was really drawn to use this deck for my readings this week. It's called Spirit Song Tarot, and the cards sometimes have different meanings, and because of that, I generally stay away from this deck because it can be really confusing if you're trying to read the cards using your knowledge of traditional tarot, and the card says something completely different. But since I felt called to use the deck, I'm really placing a greater weight on what the card says as opposed to what I know the card to mean, if that makes sense. So I hope that you will do the same. If you're familiar with tarot, don't force the meaning of the original, tarot traditional tarot meaning, except the meaning that's on the card. But anyway, can we get 2 more cards? How does this person feel about Cancer? We get the King of Crystals. This is the King of Pentacles. Courage and commitment. 1 more card. It's very powerful energy. 2 cards that say courage on them there. 1 more card. How does this person feel about Cancer? Whoa, okay. How does this person feel about Cancer, please? King of Pentacles is someone who's very protective, you know. Commitment is a very good card, a very good word for that card. Someone who's really dedicated. And also on that Strength card, the word that's standing out to me is endurance, you know. It's not easy, okay? There are struggles, but like pushing through those struggles, enduring, you know, that's standing out to me. Whoa, that's 3. It's too many. Can I please have 1 more card? How does this person feel about Cancer? The Hermit. Contemplation and wisdom. The Hermit card is Virgo energy. You might be dealing with a Virgo. This King of Crystals is also, that's Earth energy, so that's Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. You might be dealing with one of those signs, but not necessarily. So contemplation and wisdom. That's interesting, this contemplation with this assessing card here. You know, really looking at the situation, really seeing where you are and where you're going. Let's take a look at the near future. What are we likely to see in the near future of this connection? So I feel like they're very committed to you, very committed to this connection and pushing through hard times. You know, if you find yourselves in a hard time, or if you find yourselves on a path other than the one that you intended, this connection isn't like, they don't want to change it. They maybe want to change the course of it though. So we get the 3 of Acorns, which is the 3 of Wands, foresight and exploration. And this is about like I've made steps down this path and I am almost there to where I wanted to be. And it's about that final push and like that desire to get to that destination. Okay. Can we get 2 more cards for the near future? We get the Knight of Acorns. This is the Knight of Wands, action and drive. Wow, so there's like this push, this real push, which is great with that growth card, you know, pushing for that change instead of accepting where you're the stagnancy that you find yourself in. The 6 of Crystals, which is the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really gorgeous because it says synergy and gratitude here. And with the 6 of Pentacles, that's about generosity between the 2 of you, both of you being generous, and that synergy, you know, that matching up, you know, really lining up with each other. It's not about like this kind of lining up. It's like this kind of lining up, you know, where you're both on the same path and you're both headed for that same destination. And there's this flow of energy between the 2 of you, but I don't know why is that standing out to me? Synergy is about like leveling, like ending up on the same path. I don't know. That's what's coming out. So let's go ahead and clarify now with the traditional tarot here. Excuse me. Can we clarify the Strength card, courage and endurance? Sometimes in readings, I just feel the Sun, this happiest card in the deck. Leo energy, again, both of these are Leo energy. The Sun is about, not just about happiness, you know, joy, but it's about enlightenment, because in the Sun, all things are visible. You know, everything comes to light when the Sun is beating down on it. And so you can see it all so clearly. And so it's about that as well. King of Crystals. Well, we get the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is Aries energy. You might be dealing with an Aries, but this here is, there's pain, you know? This is about pain, and it can be about betrayal, if that applies, you know? but it's really about pain and things just not being easy. But it's also like the ending of pain, something ending and causing pain, okay? The Three of Cups here is reconciliation sometimes. So if something ended, reconciling whatever broke apart here, like fixing that. But it's also a card of just enjoyment, really just a good time, laughing, just really laughing and having fun. And when you're with your friends, this is an example because there there's three people here. So um but when you're with your friends and you're just having a good time and it's just so easy and it's just fun, and when the night is over you just feel so good, and that's what this energy is, and sharing that between each other. But also, like I said, this could be reconciliation if that applies to you here. The Emperor is Aries energy, so it might be an Aries that you're dealing with here, but this is someone who has what they want. The Emperor has it all. He's the divine masculine, which that doesn't have to mean male or female. It's just energy, but he has what he wants. And with this King of Pentacles here, courage and commitment, like courage and commitment, the Emperor really represents that. He represents it. And so it's like, in spite of the pain, okay, like, or in spite of this break, things are returning, and I'm stepping into this power of commitment and courage and dedication. Okay, let's take a look at that Hermit. Can you please clarify the Hermit? The Six of Cups. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. That's really sweet. Okay, because the Hermit, contemplation and wisdom, that assessing card, and when they look back, they see they see happiness. That this is about a connection with someone that's so strong and it's so easy. It's a friendship, really, and that's what should happen in relationships, in my opinion. Really should base in friendship. You should be able to just be a friend with your partner, not, I mean, more than not just be, but I mean, like, that should be there, that connection. And that's what this is about. Just looking back, and they see happiness with you, and they see the happy moments, and they're just, this can also be a reconciliation card, like I said, if that applies. But um seeing seeing things so brightly and just feeling like, wow, I could really be myself with them, and we could just, like that Three of Cups card, it's so much about friendship. It's just really beautiful energy. Six of Cups is one of my very favorite cards to get in a love reading because it's just so sweet, so innocent, so like genuine kind of just affection for someone. It's really great energy. And in this Hermit, that's them, like, going within, contemplating here. And when they do, this is what they see, this is what they feel. It's really great. If this is someone from your past, they definitely want to reconcile with you if you're not currently reconciling. Like, and they're looking at this path and where they are. And if you're not together, they want to be. Like, they're like, I'm here and you're over there and I want to be there with you. Foresight, so in the future energy, Three of Acorns, which is the Three of Wands, foresight and exploration. This is really moving forward, looking forward and diving forward in whatever whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that lights those fires and sparks that imagination for you. Foresight and exploration. Can you clarify that? The Chariot and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so the Chariot is very focused, dedicated energy. Like, I see that path in the Chariot. I've said this before, and I know I've said this in Cancer readings before. This is your energy. This is you. This is Cancer here. But the Chariot energy is like, you get in the car, you buckle your seatbelt, you type in the destination, and you just go. You're on that path. However you have to get there, that destination is where you're going. It's very, very committed energy, very dedicated energy. The Seven of Cups is kind of like fantasy. It's kind of, it's It's weird to be connected to this because the Seven of Cups represents choices and looking at all those choices. And sometimes when we do that, we get confused. Sometimes when we look at all those choices, we get overwhelmed. Sometimes when we look at all those choices, we start fantasizing about, oh, and we could do this, and oh, we could be this, and then we could be this. And, there's all these options. And I don't feel like they're the choice. Like it may be that you or the person you're connecting with is looking for options, but I don't see that coming from them. So if that is something that you feel like, if that's how it resonates for you, but this is real dedication towards a path, and this is options. It's just about having choices. And it could be with this Three of Wands here, because like I said, with the Three of Wands, we see what we want and we're almost to it, and we've already come so far. And it may be that you're like, oh, but to get there, like, how do I make those final steps? Like, there's this one card I have, the Shadowscapes Tarot, and in the Three of Wands, he's literally standing on a cliff, and the sun is rising or setting. There's like, out here in the distance, and he's looking out at it, and that's where he wants to go. But like, how's he supposed to get there? This is a cliff I'm standing on, and I've come so far, and it's right there. It's just so close, but like, how am I supposed to get there? So this could be like trying to figure that out, because there are different ways, and which way is the best. And that could be what's being represented here, however that resonates for you. It may be that you're looking for options and outside of this connection and not this connection. That's very possible. Just because it's what they want doesn't mean it's what you want, But take that how that resonates for you. Let's look at the Knight of Acorns. Action and drive. And this is that figuring out that path and then diving into it. The Knight of Wands here. Action and drive. Please clarify. Ace of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Wands. That's interesting. The Ace of Swords is a realization. Sometimes the Ace of Swords is just like, it can be about truth. It's definitely about truth, okay? But it can be about expressing that truth to someone or sharing it with someone. But it's also sometimes just a realization, like suddenly realizing something. And this Five of Swords represents defeat. Like, I tried to succeed and I didn't. The way that I went about it was wrong, and I wasn't able to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. This is a feeling of defeat. I didn't get it done right. But then with the Six of Wands here, this is victory. And I feel like this Knight of Wands here is racing towards that, taking action to repairing or recovering whatever it is that was lost here. Whatever defeat happened, I'm going to charge back in and succeed this time. Okay. Which maybe that person you're connecting with feeling like they're going to charge back towards you and make it work, Six of Crystals, synergy and gratitude. And the Ace of Pentacles, which aces again are new beginnings. Okay. That's two aces coming out here, but Pentacles, they represent commitment. They're the first step down that path to the Ten of Pentacles. And it can be an offer. Okay. It can be a message of commitment. At the bottom of the deck, we get the Queen of Cups, okay, which is your energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. We get the Strength card, which is this card that's already here. It's Leo energy, but also it's just about enduring, it's about pushing through. And then the King of Pentacles here, which is, some would say, the ideal partner, the King of Pentacles, because I kind of think, isn't the Emperor supposed to be the like ideal masculine, but because he's the major arcana and this is minor arcana, but they They often refer to him as that because he has it all. He's got it all figured out. He's very committed. He's very protective, you know. He is loving. He is loving, but he's and he's very what's the word? What's the word? Oh, nurturing. Geez, wow. Whew. Anyway, but this could be I don't, like I said, I'm not sure how this storyline resonates for you, but this is definitely like a commitment, like courage and strength to like move forward. I feel, and this is what's underlying this Ace of Pentacles here, okay, and this Six of Pentacles, which is that equal give and take and that generosity between two people. And I just feel like this represents two different energies here. Whether you're male or female doesn't matter. Okay, this is just Cancer energy here, okay? And the King of Pentacles, that is Earth energy, so it may be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. This is just energy. And I don't know, there's just, feels like there's a strength here. There's a commitment here. If this is someone that you aren't currently with from your past, they definitely want to they want to move back into a connection with you. And if this is someone that you are in a relationship with, whatever struggles you're facing, whatever is coming towards you, whatever you've been through, okay, whatever you've just come out of, um, they're still committed. They're still in this connection. Okay, let's take a look now. We're using the Heart Knows the Way Oracle deck to get advice for you, Cancer. Advice for Cancer, please. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I love tarot, and I love doing readings. I'm so grateful for every opportunity I have to do them. So thank you for that. We get two cards. 15, Find Power in Loss, and 20, Remember Your True Self. So I'm going to read both of those for you. It is easy to keep the heart unguarded in the throes of passion. Let your guard down during times of loss and witness the true power of the heart. Does your heart feel broken? Does it ache with the loss of love? If loss has left you breathless with pain, then you've taken a wrong lesson when you lay in your lover's arms. It was never your lover who was the source of the love you felt. In your perception of his perfection, you remembered your own, and you allowed the love that is you to flow freely. This is the love you felt when you said, I love you. I think that image is it's amusing to me, the fact that what we feel, like what we're feeling when we love someone, it comes from within us, not from them. And so when you're saying, I love you, what you're actually saying is, I love that I can love you. Like I love being this part of myself that I've opened up to you, you know? Anyway, this card reminds you that it's not the absence of your lover that causes you pain. Rather, it is what you have made this absence to mean. In your grief, you've barricaded your heart and shut off the flow of love whose source is you. You've refused to see the truth of yourself, and with that, you've withheld your own love from yourself. Yet there is no greater proof that you are made of love than keeping your heart open during times of loss. Open your heart today, despite your pain, and allow your love to flow. This is how you finally know that the springhead of love is within you and nowhere else. 20, remember your true self. On the journey of self, you don't learn anything new. You're always just remembering what you already know. Are you looking to others for guidance in your life? Have you forgotten that the only teacher you seek is within you already? You look to masters and gurus to show you the way. You desire the certainty of their direction to help you decide, but no one other than you has the answers you seek. The directions to your desires can only come from within you. This card reminds you that there is nothing more for you to learn. All that you wish to learn you know already. There's no need to read another book or attend another class. Today, your task is to trust the knowledge within yourself. Ask, what if I did have the correct answer? And sit in stillness and listen. If you don't know what to do, ask your true self to light up your path. That's funny because of this assessing and looking at your path and where you want it to go, and also being honest about what that means to you and where you want to go. It says your inspiration will come to you in gentle whispers that stir up excitement within your heart. The joy you feel is confirmation of their rightness. Sometimes when we do that, when we ask ourselves, what do I do? And we see what it is. We see the answer and we feel the joy and the excitement. And then we go, oh, but that's not possible. And then we shut it down. And it's a terrible thing we do to ourselves. It's so horrible. We shut down our own hope. Like we shut down um, our own desires. Like we say, that can't happen. It's so sad. I've done this to myself, and I've witnessed other people do it to themselves. And it's just heartbreaking. So don't do that to yourself. Listen, really listen to yourself, okay? Because the answer is there, you know, really, really listen, okay? And think about where you were headed before and where you want to go now, and let that inspiration, like let that joy within you inspire you to move towards it. Don't shut yourself down. Sorry, but the end here says this is how you give yourself permission to access the information you already possess. And in doing so, you remember that you are much greater than you have thought yourself to be. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope this reading resonates for you, and I hope it brought you some kind of clarity here. Thank you again so much for watching. If it did resonate, I'd love to hear about it. But please remember to move forward with positive thinking and positive words, because we really draw in what we put out. So try to remain positive, and good luck to you in this and anything else you're working on. I hope I see you here again in the future. Bye.